We are now connected. Trust you're here for a reason. Spirit called you here.
So in today's video, I'm going to share with you a message that your soul needs to hear as you are moving through your experience. I want you to trust that Spirit has led you here to me for a reason. So welcome in, my beautiful friends. I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's call in Spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It's also timeless. So whenever you're finding this reading is exactly when you're meant to. So I wanted to start with 2 mantras for you. These are mantras because maybe there's an experience you are in right now where these are going to support you. So the first one is, as I grow and evolve, I am aware of how this life is a journey of coming home to my heart, to myself and to what I value most. It is my vulnerability, sacred heart flame, and capacity to trust that it is my greatest ally. In this rapidly changing world that surrounds me, I am the calm amongst the chaos. So feel free to write this down and repeat it to yourself daily. I feel that Spirit is encouraging you to use these mantras over the next 7 days. Okay, so that is your first mantra. Your second one today is, noticing how others mirror their disappointment to me is a powerful reminder of the love and compassion I am worth receiving. This permits me to reflect on my limits, boundaries, and capabilities, thus allowing me to gently adjust how I support, nurture, and advocate for myself. That is a very powerful mantra, and I feel called to pull one more. So the next one here is, sacredness is held within the mundane moments, within the ability to advocate for and support myself. It's held in the moments of clarity, rest, saying no, and saying yes. It is in the courage to choose me, in the radical knowing that I have always been wholly divine. So I feel there is something powerful that is happening for you right now, and you are moving through an experience where you are going to spiritually grow. And I feel your gifts are being amplified at this time as well, and it's really important that you advocate for yourself right now in your experience. Okay, so we're going to pull 2 oracle cards that are reflections of you or parts of you that Spirit wants to remind you of. So the first one is trendsetter. You are a trendsetter. The message for you is, you make your own way through life and you do not follow trends, but instead create your own by walking to the beat of your own drum. You're not here to match anyone. You're not here to compare yourself. You're not here to compete. Your beat is particular and cannot be copied, but that doesn't stop others trying to replicate it. So you may be having an experience like that and people can't help it. You're just that good, right? So we're getting revolutionary. You are revolutionary. You embrace a challenge, and you'll be the first to battle against an idea that is unjustified or that marginalizes a minority. You are capable of holding strong points of view and will not be swayed by the other way if an idea is unfair. Because I feel you're very clear and you are locked into your truth. This is what I'm getting here. And I'm feeling called to pull one more for you. So we are getting here, avoid gossip. Okay, you avoid gossip. You avoid gossiping at all costs. You do not speak about people behind their backs, not stir up this behavior from anyone in your circle either. Instead of bringing people down, you choose to elevate them by supporting them and giving them feedback when necessary. These are superpowers that you have within yourself. And I feel what you've been doing is applying them in your world, right? So give yourself a pat on the back. Know that Spirit is supporting you and everything is going to work out for you. You don't have to worry or stress. Okay, so let's pull 3 tarot cards and see what else Spirit wants to share with you. So we are getting 8 of Swords. You are not stuck. I feel what's happening for you is you are in a place where you are breaking free or you have broken free. And there's this awareness of you through others, but also awareness of you through you. So 8 of Swords. We have the Page of Cups. I feel that you've turned a new leaf or you're learning to live your life in a different way, a new way that feels right to you. And you know, the pages have been coming up quite a bit in my collective readings. It doesn't matter what card deck I use, they seem to be showing up. And I do feel that we are, as a collective, moving through an experience that does feel a little bit unfamiliar. I'm treading on a flow right now that is unfamiliar, and to me it feels like a wild ride that I'm on. I'm exploring, I'm creating. This is the energy of the Page of Cups. So we have the Tower card. What is going on here? I was not expecting this card to show up. So it does feel like some of us are on a roller coaster ride, and maybe you're in a place of uncertainty. Perhaps you're afraid here. You're not exactly sure what you are meant to do. There are endings happening or things that are happening unexpectedly or suddenly. Yes, there's a shift happening in your life. And Spirit wants you to be stable and grounded as you are moving through this. This is only temporary. This too shall pass. And what's happening is there's something better coming in from this happening. So trust that. The Tower is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly. Now, I also want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages, which is my favorite part. It's when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So there's a lot of intensity here with the experiences that you are currently having. It feels like you get stuck in them, or the energy feels a little harder or thicker to move through. And, you know, sometimes you may feel like you're being caught off guard, or you're blind to the whole thing, or you're just uncertain or feeling lost whenever you hit these like hiccups or darker patches in your experience. I want you to know that Spirit is with you, walking beside you and divinely guiding you. You don't have to be afraid here as you're moving through your experience. So set the fear aside and move through the unknown, knowing that you are fully supported there. So before I continue on, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. And if you are enjoying my content, you are feeling a connection to me, and you're wanting to support me, the best and free way that you can do that for me is by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. This allows my channel to grow, but it also allows my messages to reach the people that need them. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for all of your love and support here in this community. So I want you to be mindful of where you're focusing your thoughts, what you are choosing to spend time thinking about and stressing and worrying about. This energy is coming through the Eight of Swords. I feel this is where sometimes we can feel stuck, is in our thoughts, in our mind. And I'm getting that mental cage showing up here. And I feel that whenever I've experienced myself in this place, it's because I'm meant to come back to myself in that space. It's an opportunity for me to reconnect with me and my ability to move through this experience in a way that is not in the way that I would go through other things. This is also your ability to access and see beyond what is actually happening. This is everything that is happening behind the scenes. This is like you picking up on body language, micro expressions, patterns, numbers. You're able to put things together, and it's because of your experiences. I feel you have first-hand experience with some of what you believe, what you feel to be true, and sometimes not everyone is in that same frequency and vibration. So I feel Spirit is taking me down this like rabbit hole. And maybe you can find yourselves caught up in rabbit holes. I'm getting conspiracy theories, which I feel nowadays seem to be real theories, right? There's a lot that this world has inside of it. And, you know, it can be easy to get caught up and trapped in it. So it's really important that you stay steady and connected to yourself as you're moving through this, what feels like shadow and darkness. You know, you're blindfolded here. This is what I'm getting. This is your energy. Maybe it was once your energy and you're not there now, but there's almost like this healing and sharing it with others so they don't feel trapped in their own experiences. I feel that you have broken free from some of the experiences others are going through, and you're able to share them with them what you did in your own experience, in turn helping them in theirs. So I'm definitely getting someone who is a guide. I feel that's you. And this is a part of your purpose and calling. And, you know, the experiences you have had where you felt stuck, stagnant, not able to move, or caught up in things that really aren't in line with your energy, you are breaking free from them now. And I feel you have set up some really healthy boundaries. And you're moving through your experience as an example, as a light for others. Okay, so this is how I'm seeing your energy moving through your world right now. And they're wanting you to really know that you're doing a really good job. Like, you know, sometimes we go through experiences that are tough. Like for me, I was in a 12-year experience that felt like the Eight of Swords, where I thought this is what it was supposed to be, or this is how life is, or this is what we go through, but it wasn't true. It is an experience that we all go through, but it was something that I could choose to not be a part of, and that choosing to was an experience and a decision I had to go through or to get to, right? So here is the Page of Cups. I feel this is like, you know, when I left that 12-year cycle, it was me married to someone. And that was one of the hardest decisions I had to make, was to leave that relationship, because I had 2 daughters in that relationship. But because it wasn't aligned, it was very dark, I took that step, and it opened up this completely different experience for me. And I'm so happy that I did that. And, you know, in that time, when I look back at it, like, I had a lot of people telling me that, you know, I need to break free from it. And I knew that. But for me, it was more like I had to learn something through it. I thought I could change it, but I couldn't. And I just came to peace with that. And from that peace is what opened me up to this other experience. That's the best way for me to describe it. It's you choosing you choosing to not, you know, once you know and you're aware that perhaps this is not for me, this isn't, you know, in alignment with what I'm trying to create, and maybe it's been there for a very long time, and I feel you know what it is that you have to do, right? And I feel you're doing it. I feel that something has shifted inside of you and you have chosen differently. And some of you are at a place right now where you are one decision away from a completely different life, right? They want you to adopt a beginner's mindset and look at something that is happening in your life through a different lens or through a different perspective. I feel also there's this energy exchange that is happening here between you and someone else, you and your environment. This might have to do with your home or work related, your health. I feel that there's communication happening with you where you're understanding something in a different way. And in turn, this is shifting the way you're going about things. So maybe there was a health scare in your life and you felt like you were scrambled, you were all over the place, you didn't know what to do, but now you gathered yourself, you've like kind of come back to baseline, and from here you can make clearer decisions because you feel better, right? So you're going to have to share with me what your experiences are around something that feels unfamiliar, uncomfortable. You are being called to grow at this time, and those of you especially that have been feeling this pull to grow, to step outside of your comfort zone, this is the perfect time to do that. Not to be afraid, to explore the possibilities around something that you have been desiring to experience. It's okay if you make mistakes. It's okay if something doesn't work out. Continue on. You won't know unless you try and actually do what it is that you're setting out to do or desiring to experience, right? It's, you know, once you do it yourself, you'll know whether it works or not, or if it's meant for you or not. I've had experiences where I've manifested things into my life without having the bigger picture around it. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I didn't think about this part of it. So now I'm going to change that manifestation to something different. This is the energy of the Page of Cups. It's getting something just right and something as the perfect fit. So, and your exploration is going to be incredibly important in finding and discovering that. And with the Page of Cups, I always mention that there is an adjustment period. And I'm getting dark and gloomy from the cards because this is what this deck is, the vibe. It's obscure. It is like dark. There's a lot of blue water, emotions, feeling like you're walking through something that isn't very clear. I feel that you're getting the clarity. This is the point of this reading. This is why you are here receiving this message. The Tower card. Now this, I feel like when I pulled this card, I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Like, what is actually happening here? So what is your Tower moment that you are moving through right now? Share with me. This is an experience that you are legit going through. And, you know, whenever I'm in a Tower moment experience where something isn't going right, something is ending, it feels difficult, it feels challenging, it feels dark, I breathe through it first. I'm like, okay, let's just, you know, calm our nervous system. This is a reality I'm in. I'm just going to create some peace in myself as I move through this, knowing that I'm moving through this. Whatever this is only temporary. This isn't going to last. And as you're moving through this, know that something better is happening from this. This is what I've learned. This is what I picked up on the patterns of the Tower card moments in my own experience. And I feel that Spirit is trying to show you something in the patterns of all the Tower moments you have experienced. What came after that? Right? So they're letting me know that there's something much better coming in. As soon as the dust settles, this is where you're going to see clearly. The whole entire experience of this Tower moment is to show you something. And you know what, where we're feeling stuck, I feel that this is like destiny striking. I'm getting storms. I'm getting lightning. I'm getting rumbling, loud sounds. So you might be experiencing these, right? This could be, I'm getting a car crash. Maybe you're hearing horns or some sort of kerfuffle as you're looking down your apartment building. I'm getting a lot of like disturbance with this card, a lot of smoke, a lot of fogginess, a lot of, you know, feeling like you're lost, you're not sure what to do. So settle. Let's regulate your nervous system and implement some sort of a practice in your day-to-day life to center and ground yourself and breathe through this as you are moving through whatever this is. It's an experience that you're meant to have so your soul can evolve through it. So we are spirit in human form having a human experience. This is an experience your soul is meant to go through. It is not happening to you, it is happening for you. I had an experience like this once in my life, and that experience led me to something far better. And this tower experience is leading you to something far better. Okay, so I'm feeling a lot of different kinds of emotions. And you're rightfully feeling those emotions. You are meant to feel those emotions. So feel those emotions, but allow them to pass rather than dwelling on them, right? It's like, okay, that was a shitty experience. I felt like shit, and now I'm going to move through it, right? So I remember when I went through an experience last year where for 3 months I was tumbling around, lost in this experience that was so challenging for me. And when I came to, I realized that, oh my gosh, I've been caught up in this. It's totally derailed me and I need to center and ground myself. I learned a lot as I was tumbling and falling around. And, the sound of dryers are coming in. I don't know if you have clothes in the dryer, but this is what I'm hearing is tumbling around, right? So when you're finding yourself tumbling around and you come to, let's center and ground ourselves. There's a lot of information that you received. There's a lot that you have learned and grown through as you were tumbling around. And with the Page of Cups, it's okay if that happens. Make sure you are compassionate and loving toward yourself as you are moving through these kinds of experiences. Not beating yourself up or blaming yourself or fighting with yourself. Okay, so that is the Tower card's energy. You're way stronger than you realize, and you're so supported, and you are protected. So there is no need to be afraid here in this experience as you're moving through it. Okay, you got this. You're very capable of connecting to parts of you that are going to support you in navigating through this. So I want you to know that you also have a spirit animal that is walking beside you and guiding you through this. So, and these ropes, I'm getting ropes, swords, like reflections. I don't know if you've been tying things. This could be representing like hair bands, scrunchies, and aqua blue. I feel this is going to be a lucky color for you. To carry it as an item, like you can use turquoise stones, or wear jewelry or colors turquoise. Your spirit animal is the wombat spirit. You may have seen a wombat recently. It brings you a message about being at home in your own frequency, your own vibration. So 68 is your number here. I'm getting June 8th as an important date for you. I'm also getting 68 as a significant number. Maybe you are 68 years old as you're watching this today. And I'm getting 6 to 8 weeks with something unfolding as well. So burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat spirit reminds you to be truly at home in the world. You need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all of your experiences without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life, with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle in a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. And this is an affirmation that you can repeat to yourself is, all is well in my life. All is well in my life. Everything you do from this space rings true in harmony with spirit. And you have a protection message as well, which I'm going to read to you. Could it be that you're not feeling comfortable in your own skin at this time? Thinking that the only way you can be with others is to hide under the protection of a mask or identity you created to protect yourself from getting hurt. This mask is a persona and is supposed to make you look strong, but it really just robs you of your integrity. Wombat Spirit arrives to nudge you to drop the false masks because it is not others who will hurt you now. It is you who you are hurting. It is you who are hurting yourself when you aren't being authentic. It's okay though. You can course correct if you are willing to be yourself no matter what comes. Even if others are not in agreement with your authenticity, you are safe with Spirit. Remember that you are safe with Spirit here. So be at home in your experience. So we are going to now pull an angel number to seal your reading today. So this is your final message. And what we are getting here is 6868. This is the second time this card is coming through. Achievement. They're letting you know that you're going to experience achievement. 68 on this card as well. So the message here is you're reaching the pinnacle in your experience. You are releasing burdens here. You are embracing your success. There's prosperity and wealth here. There's something that no longer fits, something that you have outgrown, something that is outdated. And there's a rebuilding that is also happening here for some of you. So you might be rebuilding somewhere in your life. You might be reconnecting with someone. Right? So know these are all a part of those experiences, and you're going to do really well. You're going to experience a lot of success, a lot of prosperity and wealth within this. This is what's coming out of this tower experience. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.
Trust you're here for a reason. Spirit called you here.
If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Ria and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven. And Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support.
Thank
you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.